Marriage can be tough for some women. Every young couple wishes to get married as we all desire to achieve great things in life. Some girls move into their boyfriend's apartment hoping for the best. Some people will gain while others will not. Is it a decent plan? Let's discuss the disadvantages of ladies who move in too quickly. But first, make sure to subscribe to our channel. To begin, cohabitation does not require a permanent relationship. When children enter the picture, the advantages of cohabitation generally fade away. Pets and shared ownership of large assets, like homes, vehicles, etc., pose difficulties during the separation process if it occurs. Cohabitation does not establish the long-term commitments that often motivate people to work out their differences with one another. Most of these relationships fail after 6 years or less, frequently with more complications in parenting plans or financial distribution than a marriage would. Next, there is always uncertainty with cohabitation. Every relationship contains an element of risk that must be assessed. Every husband, wife, or person decides whether or not to continue in the relationship daily. Cohabitation provides less assurance because there are fewer limits on leaving. Because the future does not provide as much clarity, some couples experience less satisfaction in all parts of their lives, including their emotional and sexual relationships. Marriage provides a prospective destination and final objective, making the option to stay easier because quitting is more difficult. Moving on. Couples who cohabitate have less fulfilling sexual lives. Marriage establishes a foundation of loyalty, real or perceived, that provides men and women with intimacy opportunities that they find more fulfilling. Only 17% of Americans admit to having an extramarital affair. Even those who cheat on their spouses believe it is morally wrong. Extramarital sex is wrong, according to 91% of adults, a figure that is more than 20% higher than it was 40 years ago. Then, there's the fact that New York University discovered that married women are twice as likely to have an orgasm as those who seek casual hookup or live in a cohabiting relationship. Following that, it isn't a guarantee that marriage is going to happen. Approximately half of cohabiting couples eventually marry, even though 54% of first marriages between 1990 and 1994 began with cohabitation. Living together is more stressful for the average individual than marriage. Because of the pressures involved, cohabiting couples require 7 years of marriage to offset the greater probability of divorce than married couples. Reconciliation rates are 33% lower for couples who live together before marriage than those who do not begin living together until marriage. Next, shame to your family. You are simply disgracing your family by moving into a man's house. Every parent wishes to marry off their daughters to a suitable suitor. Don't dishonor your parents by living together before marriage. During their university education, many girls of this age frequently cohabit with their boyfriends. Many students have also admitted to having 2 to 3 abortions for their boyfriends while still in school. What do you think your parents will think if they found out you're living with a man? He got you pregnant and you had an abortion. Show yourself and your parents some respect by leaving that boy's house. If he needs you, he should do the right thing. I hope you understand that chopping what does not belong to him is stealing. Moving on. Lowers your dignity. If you still want your man to respect you after marriage, don't lower your dignity by cohabiting with him before marriage. Cohabiting with a man can cause him to view as a sexual object for pleasure. When a girl moves into a man's home, she will undoubtedly begin to perform the functions of a wife to him, such as cooking, washing, and having sex with him, among other things. He might see you as a gold platter containing a treasure. Marriage is not a quest. Prepare and plan your life accordingly. Following that, increased conflict. Those who cohabitate before marriage are more likely to become violent towards each other than those who cohabitate after marriage. If you live with your partner before marriage, avoiding escalating conflicts into violence and abuse is critical. Finally, the risk of separation is still present. Because of living together does not improve the quality of your communication, having friends and family approve of, it does not necessarily lessen the likelihood of a separation later on. So that marks the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to get an update on our videos. Thanks for tuning in.